Here we have an iPad in its protective case in the horizontal position. On the left hand side we have a home button, and in the bottom right the on-off switch. I'll flick it on. I will now slide to unlock to reveal the home screen. The home screen consists of various icons arranged into a grid. By tapping on an icon, we'll open an app or an application. For instance, I can tap on Maps. Here, this opens the application Google Maps. And as you can see, we have a picture of the world. If I was interested in sail, I might decide to zoom in to that particular area on the map. To zoom in, I need to make use of my thumb and index finger. I need to place them together on the screen and separate them. And as you can see, we reveal more detail. And what we're looking at the moment is the northern part of Africa. I now need to place a finger on the map and drag across to where Australia is. And if I require more detail, zoom in again. And as you can see, we have most of Victoria, and I'll make sail a bit more. And as you can see, we're getting closer and closer to some detail of sail. So I'm zooming right in, and perhaps that might be enough information that I need. And I may decide to zoom back out again. And to zoom out, I need to just place my fingers apart, my thumb and my finger apart, and bring them together. And I can go back until I get the entire world again. There it is there. To leave that app, I simply just need to tap on the home button. And there I'll be brought back to the home screen. That feature of zooming in and out can be used in many different types of apps. And your iPad has been preloaded with many apps. A really important app is the Settings app. I'll tap on it. Here we're taken into the general area of the settings. Your student iPad manual has all the details about the settings and how you should configure your iPad. But I'll just outline some of the real crucial parts. From the top, the first thing I'd like to alert your attention to is the network. If I tap on network, I'm here at school at the moment. You can see that my Wi-Fi is connected to the CCS network. If I was at home, I would tap on Wi-Fi, and then I'd make a selection of the networks that would be available, and hopefully you'd see your home network there. You would tap on that home network, be prompted for a password, enter that password, and then you have installed that network and you'll have access to the internet. Going backwards and into the general area. The next important part I'd like to alert your attention to is the passcode lock. By default, you do not have a lock on your iPad. It's essential that you do put in a passcode lock onto your iPad, otherwise anybody who picks it up can simply flick it on, swipe across, and get all the information that's stored on your iPad. It's in this section here, passcode lock, that you need to tap into, turn it on, and set a passcode. Very crucial. With the iPad, you will notice that as you pick it up and move it around, the orientation in the screen will change. This may be annoying for you. In order for you to change that, you need to make use of the side switch. By default, the side switch will allow you to mute your iPad. If you wish to change it so that the side switch, in fact, allows you to lock the rotation, then you need to click on it here in the general setting. When you open your iPad, your home screen will be arranged in the exact way as shown here. You may decide to personalise your iPad and move your apps around. For instance, you may decide to move the Music app next to the iTunes app. To do that, tap and hold the music icon until they all begin to jiggle, and simply drag the icon next to iTunes. And what you'll notice is that the other apps are moved about automatically into the grid, and here we're still in jiggle mode. To confirm the selection and the arrangement that you've just made, simply tap on the home button, and now music will appear next to iTunes. Of course, you can tap and hold and drag all those icons around, and so that it's presented in the way that you feel is best. You may also like to put some of your apps together in a folder. To do that, simply tap and hold on an icon and take it across to another. For instance, we may decide to combine iTunes and music together. So I'll tap and hold on iTunes and then drag it across over the top of music until it looks like so. And now we're going to create a folder, and the iPad is suggesting that we call that music. I'm happy with that, and to confirm it, I just hit the home button. And again, and now we have created a music folder, and it's there for us to look at. Of course, to undo that, all I need to do is simply tap on music and then simply take hold of one of the icons and then drag that out. So now I've dragged that out, and here it is at the bottom there. And let's say if I wanted to get rid of the folder altogether, I'd simply tap on music again, grab hold of the iTunes icon and reposition that, and now that is complete. So what you've seen there is that I can arrange icons and I can also create folders, but I can also generate a second page on my iPad. To do that, I simply just need to take hold of an icon, and as I can drag that around, as you know, but if I bring that near to the edge, what you will see is that a second page will be generated. And now I have a second page, and I can confirm that there. And in order to go back to that first home screen, all I need to do is take a finger and swipe across. There's my first page, there's my second page. And I can have my icons arranged in any way that I like. What you'll also see here is that we have the same icons at the bottom of each page. That is because these icons, Safari, Calendar, Mail, App Store and College, are in what we call a dock. And the dock will appear for every page. We can change the dock quite easily. If I tap and hold on an icon, I can move that into the dock. And there, that is in the dock, the settings app. And now if I go between the first and the second page, I can easily get to settings all the time. So the idea behind the dock is that you'd have all the apps that you use most regularly. As shown previously, to open an app, I simply need to tap on an icon. Here I've tapped on the settings icon and I'm in the settings app. To leave that app, I could tap on the home button, or I could use a hand gesture. If I spread out wide my forefingers and thumb and place them over the screen, I can squeeze them together and be taken back to the home screen. So if I open up another app, such as the college, and here I'm at the college website, to close that off, I can simply just use my hand, spread them out wide, and go straight back to the home screen. Likewise, I could do the same thing with email. So here I've tapped on email, and there's my email, and to close that, done as well. Calendar, I could go into calendar, and the same situation applies. But what you can also do is quickly look at what else is open. So here I'm in calendar, I can place 4 fingers on the screen and swipe across. There's my email, 4 fingers again, swipe across. There's the college website, 4 fingers, there's my settings, and that allows me to quickly multitask and check out what I have open in my various apps. So I might be composing an email, and I might be writing an email about the college website, and I can easily flick back and forth using a 4-finger swipe. I can also take a look at the multitask bar by placing 4 fingers on the screen and pushing up. Here you can see the various applications that I have open. To close those applications, I simply tap and hold and click on each of the red circles. And now those particular apps will be closed properly. Not just left, but closed. And I can swipe 4 fingers down and work away at my email. Now back to the home screen. Finding information on the iPad is quite easy. Let's say, for instance, using the iPad, I recall reading something about a MacBook Air. Instead of aimlessly searching through each of my apps, what I can do is search the entire iPad at once. So all I need to do is flick over to the far left-hand side and enter a phrase that I like to search for. For instance, MacBook Air. And as you can see here, the only information on my iPad containing MacBook Air is an email sent to me by Apple. So I'll click on that and I'll be taken to the exact email within the Mail app that is about MacBook Air. Very easy to find information using the iPad. Copying and pasting objects, including text, is easy to do on the iPad. All I need to do is tap and hold and then release and drag out the blue balls across the text or images that I would like, and then select copy. I might decide to place that information into my notes. So opening up my Notes app and bringing up the cursor, all I need to do is tap and hold, release, and select paste, and now the information that was in the email is now in my notes. Your iPad comes with many preloaded apps. You've also been given a $50 iTunes card. With that iTunes card, you're expected to purchase and download the prescribed apps which have been outlined in the Student iPad manual. To do this, tap on the App Store. Here you'll be prompted to download a free copy of iBooks. Select Download. Here you need to sign in using your Apple ID. If you do not have an Apple ID, then you need to create one at this stage and click Create New Apple ID and follow the steps. For here I'm going to cancel. One of the prescribed apps is called Pages. So to find Pages, all I need to do is in the search field, type in Pages and search. And here you can see Pages for us on the left hand side. I'll tap on it for $10.49 and there's my Pages app, which will be useful for me. I'm going to tap on that and go Buy App, and then it'll ask me to sign in using my Apple ID, and of course I either use an existing Apple ID, or if I'm doing this for the very first time, I create a new one. And of